Hey, what's up, guys? It's Frankie here, and I wanted to put together this little video for you to show you what to expect with pay-per-click campaigns for your water damage company. Also, like what to expect in that process so you know how to hire people, and also what your role is in that journey so that you guys can actually be successful if you decide to hire this out and go with contractors and things like that, or a different company. Also, that ultimately you get jobs at a decent price, keep your crew of guys busy, full of stuff. For those of you guys who don't know me already, by the way, my name's Frankie Finn. I'm the CEO of our company, Get Flood Jobs, which you can find at getfloodjobs.com. And you may have seen us in cleaning and restoration, remediation, or clean facts. So I'm going to walk you through this process right here. And a lot of this is just really strong execution of fundamentals, the like kind of the Tim Duncan of stuff. So the first thing is you have to pick the right keywords. I wanted to show you, we were actually just running a report for a guy this morning in Arizona to get an idea of like what actual conversions would cost and what we could expect. And these are pretty typical numbers, just so you know, like this will go up if your area is more competitive. Like if you're in a Dallas, it's probably more. But if you're in like, like maybe a spin-off little suburb or something like that, it'll be probably a little smaller. But these are pretty average numbers as we were looking at, I think, a $2,900 a month budget. For that, we can average probably about 330 clicks and 17 conversions. And the first step of all of this is you have to match your business with the right keywords. Keywords are a way that tell us what that person is actually looking for. So you'll see water damage restoration, remediation, cleanup, things like that, emergency water services, residential, commercial, contractor to repair water damage. You'll see all kinds of stuff like this, cost for those kind of services. These are the kind of keywords that you want to get in front of. Is make sure that you're showing up for the right stuff. By the way, on average, we're looking at in their particular area about $170 a phone call. If they close one in 3 or 4, it's going to be about $600, $700, $800 per job booked. For most of you guys, the math works on that. If you're paying $800 a job, even on the high side, you're going to end up with good stuff. But the first key that you really got to nail is making sure that you have the keywords and then matching them with your area. So I'm just showing you their area. There were a lot of like little cities and stuff they were after. Obviously like the big ones like Scottsdale, where it's going to have the most competitive, but often like, there's like 20, 30, 40, 50 different little suburbs that you can go after as well. So nailing these campaigns first and foremost begins with getting in front of people who are looking for you and actually have the search intention to that. Second thing is you got to have ads that sell clicks. So I just did another search for, happened to search in East Arlington, Texas, because we had somebody just inquire about our services there. And look, if you just look at, these are the 3 sponsored ads that show up for me. This one says water damage restoration, water removal and restoration. The Dry Guys, water damage, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington water cleanup, 24/7 emergency services. I don't know about you guys, but I would probably click this third ad right here because it gives me a reason that's different than the other one. This one just has the company name and tells me where they do it. And this one just says they do water damage restoration. It kind of matches the keyword. If I had to guess, they're probably dynamically inserting that keyword, which means whatever the person searches, they put here. But this one right here, 24/7 emergency services, it gives me a reason to contact them over other companies. So this could be your availability. This could be the reviews you have. This could be little things that you do different. This could be how long you've been in business, right? Or how much of a reputation you have. But it should be something more than just like the Dry Guys and your location. So they actually probably have the best landing page of the bunch, but this ad is not selling the click. And what'll happen is if the ad doesn't really sell the click, you're going to spend more money on actual pay-per-click than you need to. So let's go back to this because it leads into the third one, which is the key is a landing page. Is you got to have a page that kind of sells your stuff. You'll notice with this one right here, I kind of hate this page, to be honest with you, because even though it has like an overflowing dishwasher, water, fire, again, like this is trying to sell all your services, right? Like this is why we want to have specific landing pages, because if they just search water damage restoration East Arlington, then they're only interested in water. So it doesn't make sense to show them fire, mold. Storm damage might make sense and commercial might make sense, but you'll notice like all of these are trying to like drive me to other pages, right? So they got a good prominent phone number and the fact that you can ask for online help, but there's a lot of like clicks that drive me away from the call to action that they want me to take. So I would probably, like, if I rated this landing page out of 10, I'd probably rate it a 3. Like, I think you can do a lot better than this. This one I felt was a lot stronger. This was the Dry Guys, expert water damage. They got a phone number that's prominent, and then they just give you reasons to call 24/7, free estimates, fully licensed and insured, family owned and operated, certified in all areas, right? Get a quote. I'll tell you what would take this to the next level, by the way, is some combination of reviews, like people who said you're awesome, and before and after pictures of your work, right? So, like, this is just showing water damage, but there's a huge difference between before and after. Like, if you think about this, this is how weight loss has been sold for a gazillion years. And I like this one. It's simple, it's clean, but again, they're talking mold growth, structural damage, electrical hazards, health risks. And they describe the process here, which I think is good as well. Also, having just like a picture of the team would probably make that stronger as well. I know they got an About Us page, so I'm not going to actually open that for you guys, but like, to me, before and after pictures, reviews, and then if they can see you, as well as this right here, I call this the plan of like how you're going to actually help them. This makes a huge difference. And this was the third one. By the way, you can tell it's just Father's Day after record this. I got world's best dad hat. Again, this one's all like text. So what I do like about this is it has a form right here that's easy to fill out. I would probably rate this landing page, by the way, like a 7. I think it's stronger than the other ones because it's simple, it's easy to digest, especially on mobile, which is where most of these people are going to do these searches. This one is just like a wall of text. And again, all these links, they're driving people off the page. You spend all that money to get them to click, and then you're sending them over here. And this is probably an important thing, like, why choose us? And it's kind of hidden. They got the areas and stuff served. But for the most part, like, I think this is a pretty weak landing page, and you'd spend a lot of money, especially because you just hit somebody with a wall of text. You want it simple and clean, right? Like, to tell them why you should use them. And this one does it with pictures, less so than words. And that's the magic of before and after pictures. But you do that, you nail the landing page and you nail the ad, you're gonna end up with better results than average. Not enough people know that this is part of the process, by the way. I call this the trimming the fat, because after your campaigns go live, there's a period of time where your job is to optimize the ads that are already running. And the way you do that is not by adding anything. It's actually what you take away. So what you'll find is Google runs ads, and then what you'll find is almost always there's negative keywords. So I'll give you one example of a negative keyword is if somebody searches the word job or hiring, right? So, like, for example, if somebody searches water damage restoration hiring, like, you probably don't want to pay for those clicks. Like, you may want to hire people, you may want to add crews of guys and things like that, but you don't want to pay for that as pay-per-click because it's not going to translate directly to business, right? So much of this is going into the reports, seeing where the ads are actually showing, see how Google is spending the budget. Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? And then checking out your quality score, because it's an internal Google metric and essentially determines how expensive your ads will be. So if you get a 10 out of 10, your ads will be super cheap and Google will show your stuff a lot. If you're 2 out of 10, then it's going to cost you a lot of money to run those same ads. And almost always it's just basic fundamentals, right keywords, right ads, people are clicking them, informative stuff, good landing pages, all that kind of stuff. And then this is the part that I don't think enough people know, that in order to be successful, for most of you guys, by the way, you can book jobs in the $600 to $800 region consistently. But the key with that, if you're going to make it work, is I call it the 3-minute rule, which is you have to get back to people within 3 minutes of them actually requesting, your services, especially for the ones that actually like fit, like, don't call on the phone but fill out a form like this. So if they fill out a form, there's a tendency to be like really slow on that. And if you take longer than that, they're just going to move on to someone else, especially because it's an emergency. So you have to have some kind of sales process in place so that as soon as somebody expresses interest, you can get back to them and do that like super quick. So hope that's super helpful for you guys and explains how pay-per-click campaigns work and also how to do them successfully. By the way, I mentioned this is our company, Get Flood Jobs. If you guys are interested in getting category 3 flood jobs, that's what we do. We use a combination of artificial intelligence and SEO and pay-per-click to put your specific water damage company in front of the people with the big water jobs by matching them with the big keywords and by matching them with ads and landing pages and all the things we just described. So if you're interested in potentially getting our help, you can go to getfloodjobs.com or click the links below this video Anyways, I hope this is super helpful. Frankie, over and out.